Hello everyone and welcome to Rob's Rogues, and today we're taking a look at DC Universe Young Justice 6-inch figure Aqualad. Excuse me as we cough right in the camera there. Had a little bit of a cough today doing 3 of my reviews back to back. So try to keep talking to a minimum. Maybe we'll just mime everything. Aqualad, you don't? Alright, never mind. So this is Aqualad, obviously from the Young Justice. The other figures that come in this wave, which I did not do with Red Arrow, which I will show here, there is Robin, Artemis, and Aqualad. Don't have Artemis yet. And then the 4-inch figures that you see here are Batman and Robin, Aquaman and Aqualad. That was from wave 1 of the 2-inch. And then it says available early 2012, which it already is. We have Ra's al Ghul, Cheshire, The Flash and Kid Flash, and I believe at the time of this they didn't realize they were going to do the Collect to Connect, so we got the Manhunters and Amazo. For Roy's box, which I think is just off to the side here, you can see that they just swapped out Aqualad for Red Arrow in the description. I know they are going to do a Superman or Superboy in white, and I just saw a promo picture of Superboy in his accurate TV show outfit, so I think we're getting 2 Superboys, and we're also getting a Batman and a Sportsmaster and a Kid Flash in the 6-inch line, so that's actually really pretty cool. The quick read up here on Calder Aram, I believe, or Aram, not exactly sure. Some of these names are really hard. I have to hear it in the show. Grew up in the undersea kingdom of Atlantis. After completing his education and military training, Calder transferred to the prestigious Conservatory of Sorcery. When Ocean Master attacked, Calder saved Aquaman's life and was invited to become his protege, Aqualad. I think it's a very cool figure. A little different take on a couple different incarnations of Aqualad. Aqualad was a young teen. It was white. Then he, I think Aqualad is much like a Robin person. It's kind of different person every time. In the comics he had dreadlocks. They were black, but now they have made him blonde, which is actually pretty cool, and give him some eels that help him with his water and everything like that. So we'll take a look at the figure here. Drop the camera down. This is how he was in the package, since I'm not doing the front of the package anymore. Although the front of this package did say includes sculpted diorama and 7 weapons. Highly articulated figure. So there you go. Really nice, cool base and everything that he comes with here. I think I will actually put him on my stand here to get him a little higher up. Old trusty stand. Pull this peg out. There you go, get him up just a little bit higher here for your viewing pleasure. Put a little bit of light on him. It's part of me as I adjust some things around. So nice base that he comes with. I didn't show it on Red Arrow's base, but just like Robin's, there are pegs where the figure can stand. This has no pegs for the figure, so he's completely on his own here, and thanks to this water that he has coming out of his water bearer, it's actually pretty tall there. It's just like a pipe cleaner. It's really bendable. We'll kind of show that. I don't know if this comes off. This will spin and swivel. So if you have him on a shelf, you're going to need a little bit of shelf clearance to get... I can't even see where I'm pointing because it's so tall. Some shelf clearance to get this on there. I have a top shelf that doesn't have a top on it, obviously. That'll sit on there just fine. But if you are going to put him with his base, this is going to kind of get in the way if your shelves are rather shorter. So take a look at Aqualad here. It does come with a his water bearer get him out of his pose. It's the first time I've had him out. There we go. So I'm actually doing a review of a figure that I just recently bought not more than 5 hours ago. So he's actually really pretty stiff here. The water bearer can fit inside his backpack. I'm guessing it kind of charges them. So they both come out, which is really kind of cool. Does come with, since I've got a weapon in my hand here, put him back up on his stand, hopefully. Does come with 7 weapons. We can count them. Here's 1. This is actually pretty cool. 2. Another sword, so we could have 2 in each hand if you want. There's 3. An axe. 4. A mallet. 5. And that's all the weapons I have. Now you may be asking, where are 6 and 7? Well, we just saw 6 and 7. 6 and 7. Yes, they are weapons. They do turn into water, but you may be asking yourself, Rob, so just like the water bearers can fit inside this water here, can they fit onto the weapons? No, they can't, because there's already a handle on the weapons. Now this would have been something very easy for them to do. Just like that, they could have pegged, drilled a small hole into that, so you could have had the water coming out of the water bearer. So instead, if you had these in his back, and we can hold all the weapons really well, but if you're going to pose with the water bearers on here, somebody like me will say, well, how is he creating that? Isn't the weapon supposed to come out of the water bearer? Yes, but for whatever reason they didn't do that. I would have taken it a step farther. I mean, they've already done it here. They could have very easily, I mean, they went to the trouble of making these come off, which was a really small piece that you could lose very easily. But you could have slid them on and off in here. He does hold each one of the weapons, I mean, very well. It's a small little gripe, in my opinion, but they went to that much trouble to make the water bearers come out. A little bit of drilling, and you could have the handle fit right in the rest of the weapon there. But so there is that. As always, he does spart all the normal DC-UC articulation. This figure's actually really pretty stiff, which is actually pretty good. He doesn't have any loose joints. So far, I don't have any bent appendages anywhere. His leg does appear to, does seem to be standing. At least my figure. Maybe he was just a little bit stiff. There we go. Joint was just a little stiff. I thought his leg was just making him stand out a little bit bow-legged more than he probably needed to. His foot is bent a little bit. I don't know if you can see that there or not. Does appear that his foot is stepping out a little bit. His foot's tipped up just a little bit, but that's not bad. He's able to stand on his own very well. And like I did with, I will save that for a second. We'll take a look at his base back out here. I like these bases. Some people have been like, oh, we really don't need a base. It's taking up a lot of space. I don't know if I'm going to put him on the shelf with it. But I do like it. This water does move, which I don't know. I mean, you could have him on the outside here. So this is a pipe cleaner. It'll just bend to whatever shape you need it to. I may have to look at somebody else's review. I think they took this off. I want to try and pull it off, but my luck, I'm going to break it, so it's just going to stay on here. This wheel turns a little bit. Like I said, there are no pegs to this at all. Kind of curious what Superboy's base is going to look like. Either of the Superboy's base. I wonder if it'll kind of match like Robin's and Red Arrow's. But I think it's cool. We could have not gotten a base and probably just been just as happy with the figure. But like I did for Red Arrow, could bring up Aquaman here, and their heights are just about right. Even though this isn't the Young Justice Aquaman, he still works very well with Aqualad. Can easily tell that it's Aquaman and Aqualad. So it'll be really kind of cool to have them on the display base together, kind of fighting along. We got water here for Aquaman, in case he's thirsty. Even though Calder will be upset that he's drinking his water. I'm talking to myself again. Alright, we'll keep going. So, I think this is a really very cool figure. I highly recommend the figure if you're trying to build a Young Justice line of figures. They fit easily well with your DC/UC figures in height and scale, and it's nice that a little bit of a smudge on top of his blonde hair. Looks like that comes right off, which is very good. So if you're trying to build a Young Justice line of figures, or even just a nice DC/UC collection, all the Young Justice figures are going to stand very well with their counterparts, and in some cases maybe even better than some of the DC/UC figures that are out there. So this has been the review for Aqualad. Picked him up at Walmart. The shelf said he was $23.88. The sticker that was on the box said $21.88. So when they rang him up, the total came to like 25 something. I said, hey, the sticker on the box said $21.88. So they adjusted the price. The lady that rang it up looked back, and the other figures had the price sticker removed, and they forgot this one. And of course, it's Walmart's policy. Whatever the sticker says, that's what you pay for. So I think at one point they did a price drop sale, and they didn't pull the sticker off. So yay me, saved a few bucks. So there you are. This has been Rob for Rob's Rogues, and today we've been taking a look at Aqualad from the Young Justice. And as always, we're going to sign off and saying we will see you guys next time.